Okay, you might have seen the other videos, so this is a similar one. It's going to be the chords in the key of E. E major. So let's do this quickly. E major. The next chord is F sharp minor. The next chord is G sharp minor. The next chord is A major. And then B7. C sharp minor. And then E flat diminished. Actually, that's a nice way of playing it. And E. These are the chords in the E major scale. You may have realised already a lot of songs have the E, A, B. Or the yeah. You might be realising now that you're learning some of these, the chords in these various keys. You might be learning that some of the songs you play and some of the songs you know already on guitar or on an instrument, you might start to realise what key they're in. You know, for the first time you might think, oh, that's in the key of G or something. So what I'd say to you is try and come up with 3 as a sort of task if you want to write a song. Try and come up with 3 sections just using those chords that I've just shown you, or the chords in the other videos if you prefer those. So you could start with just the major chords like E, then you might go to another part of the song that's more a nice kind of build-up sequence. And then some kind of chorus. I've noticed that 2 of those times I was just using 3 chords. You know, you don't want to use 7 chords every time that you're making a little sequence. If you can use just 2 chords, just 1 chord, then that's great. You know, it's simple, it's nice, and if it supports the melody, then that's the main thing. How complex your chord sequences are is not going to improve a song at all. How interesting the chords you use is not going to matter really. The chords are there, just as the rest of the song is, really to support the melody. It's all a synthesis, but it's there really to support a great melody. And great melodies often require pretty simple chords, not complex chords. So you want to get that sequence right. The melody first, the chord second, rather than coming up with a complex chord sequence and trying to get a melody over it. Really works. So I hope that video has been of use to you. If you got any questions below, if that didn't make sense, put some questions down below. But knowing this kind of information, this kind of knowledge, just really, not just for your songwriting, but for your development as a musician, just really makes it a lot quicker. Learning songs, writing songs, understanding music. Once you see these and know these patterns, and it makes everything easier. And what I want to point out to you is that it's the same pattern. When I've shown you the chords in G, the chords in C, the chords in D, chords in E, it's the exact same pattern. If you listen, it's and then in C it's the same pattern. You know what I'm saying. So what a lot of people do is they refer to these various chord sequences in numbers rather than in terms of the chords. So like if you're playing in the key of G, then G would be the number 1 chord, and A minor would be 2, B minor would be 3, and C would be 4, and D would be 5. So a lot of people talk about 1, 4, 5 chord sequences. 1, 4, 5. And the good thing about using those numbers is then you can transport, then if someone says, oh, let's play it in the key of E instead, then you just transport. You see? So it's all patterns in music, and once you work out all these patterns, it's exponentially easier to write your own music, to learn music, to write new songs, because you're not really thinking about all the stuff that doesn't work in a sense or doesn't sound good. But at the same time, if you know the rules, then you can break the rules if you like. If you don't know the rules, or I'm just calling them the rules, it's not really the rules, but if you don't know the kind of conventions or the conventional rules, then you're going to think you're breaking the rules, but you're not really. You're just doing all the stuff that other people did that didn't work, and they decided not to do it because it was rubbish, you know. And that's the problem with a lot of like modern music, trying to be innovative but failing completely because their music's pretty terrible because they don't really know the rules. So how can you break the rules if you don't know them? You can't break them well anyway, in a way that leads to something new and interesting. That's my rant. If you've got any thoughts on this video, please leave a comment down below. If you think it will benefit someone else, why not share the video with them? And if you want to connect with me for future updates, you can go to my website, songwritingwizard.com. Head over there right now, make it the very next thing you do, and sign up for the future updates. So thanks for listening, and look out for future videos. Bye.